Yeah, just give me a minute. Checking the kit to make sure everything's here. Okay, batteries, memory card, headphones, field recorder. Yeah, seems fine. Okay, I'm all set. Let's get going. Yeah, I'm fine. Just kinda tired. This isn't gonna be another all-nighter, is it? Good. I'm not gonna lie, that last assignment kicked my ass. Stayed up until 3 in the morning driving and driving and driving, and then setting up all that equipment in a freezing cold farmhouse, only to have your EMF reader pick up sweet fuck all. Ugh. Your poor face at the end of it. You look like a deflated balloon. I couldn't not buy you pancakes after that. I had to do something to cheer you up. That night was a spirit breaker. Get it? Spirit breaker. Eh? Come on. That was a good one. Look, in all seriousness, don't feel bad about that, okay? It's bound to happen. Oh, good God. My body. I guess I'm not 22 anymore. I need more than 3 hours to be able to function at the day job, the one I hate. Actually, I have been thinking about that lately. I was looking at our site numbers earlier. Hey, come on. Don't groan. Anyway, I'm starting to wonder if this new ghost hunting angle was the best idea. Yeah. I don't like to say it, but engagement was significantly better back when our focus was exploring abandoned places and... No, let me finish. I'm not saying the ghost content is garbage. It's getting us some views, but it's not what we're known for. I don't think we've ever topped the numbers on that Witch's Tunnel episode. Remember when that went viral? How everyone went so insane for it that the Mirror ran an article on us and... Oh, and then there was that sanatorium we visited. I'll never forget that one. All that research you did, the expression on your face when you talked about it, that was some of your best work. No, all I did was point and shoot. That was all you. Okay, listen, I know the ghost stuff is important. 4 months ago, you had that manifestation happen while you were alone in your hotel room, and it's killing you that you didn't get it on camera. But do you think maybe it was just one of those big, unexplainable things? Come on. It's me. I'm your best mate. Of course I believe you. All I'm saying is it shouldn't be your burden to prove anything. I want nothing more than to have your back on this. If I didn't have to worry about finances, I'd pick up my camera and follow you anywhere. Just so you know. I wouldn't even bring this up, except the money stuff has been keeping me up at night. If I'm going to ditch the construction gig and work for you full-time, I need to be sure I'm going to be able to eat, you know? And all this gear doesn't grow on trees, unfortunately. At this rate, I'm going to be paying off those lenses for years. Okay. Yeah, I trust you. Yeah, you're right. Let's see how tonight's episode fares. Look at this place. What a mess. Did the renovation crew just leave in the middle of everything? You can still taste the paint in the air. Ugh. Okay, so this Richard Lockwood guy is hiring us to wander around this literature building and... what? Talk to the ghost, I suppose? Scold it gently? Send it to its room? You tell me. Do you think it's interested in having a chat with some silly cameraman waving his rig around? No, you might have better luck. You're more attractive than I am, and you have your special Walkman that picks up electronic voice phenomena. Very vintage, with all those cute little stickers. It might be a 90s ghost, you don't know. Oh. Yeah, it says on the prep sheet it died in 1890. So then it was a 90s ghost after all. Just the 1890s. Yeah. What else do these notes say? Francis Winterbottom was head of the English department from 1845 all the way until his death in 1890. An infamous workaholic, he never married or had children. He was known to publish anti-Stratfordian pamphlets in his spare time. The fuck is an anti-Stratfordian? Oh, so what you're saying is he didn't think Shakespeare wrote his plays because he was too poor? What a prat. He died of pneumonia, leaving no surviving relatives. So it goes. There's our ghost. Looks like its office is at the end of the hallway. I don't know if it's going to listen to us. This incident list is looking kind of dire. Some of these look like a big sign for the building renovation company to just pack up and leave. If it were me, I could tolerate doors slamming or the power tools randomly turning on and off. You could explain that away with worn-out hinges and shitty batteries. But that report where the crew installed new window frames and then a few hours later the oldest tree on campus fell over, that's fucked up. An enormous, perfectly healthy tree with all its roots in the air because of window frames. There's more? Do tell. No, wait. Lockwood hired a medium. Okay. We'll assume she's not a complete nutter. But what happened? Fuck. How terrifying would that be? You walk into what used to be this ghost's office and suddenly all the nerves in your face start burning and they have to send you to hospital. God, I'm glad I wasn't born with that particular talent. What if the ghost is just pissed off that a bunch of strangers are painting its old office beige or puce or something? Ugh. Can you imagine trying to get anything done in a puce office? It'd be like being inside a womb. Oh, shit. Well, I guess we know the light fixtures still need replacing. Are you cold? I swear it's getting colder. Feels like it just dropped 10 degrees in here. Wait. Stop walking. Stop. Hello? Is anyone there? But I know I heard someone behind us. I'm not going to let myself get creeped out. It's just cold insulation in there must be terrible. Nothing to worry about. Okay? Okay. No, never mind. We're going home. Come on. closet. Go. Go, go, go. Just, I don't know, turn the Walkman off. Take the batteries out. No. Don't shake your head at me. Take the fucking batteries out. How is it fucking empty? It's always been empty? Do you mean to tell me it's just been making that static this entire time? All by itself? How long were you going to leave me in the dark about it?
Always fucking tell. Never just leave me alone.
You broke my camera! You incorporeal piece of shit! Jeez. Can you see the lift? Is the light on? Thank fuck. Come on. It's not going down. Why isn't the lift going down? Oh, come on, your what? Your heart? Your brain? Your world record for being the most unlikable cunt on the planet? Nope, that title's still yours. I have at least one person who likes me, got plenty to be happy about, even though you destroyed my fucking equipment. I don't give a flying fuck about your threats. This thing cost me a fortune. Do you think I have, ghost insurance, you miserable talking fart? Come on. Yeah, I'm okay. You okay? Oh, fuck, your forehead's bleeding. You hurt my best friend, you son of a bitch. I'm finding your grave and taking a shit on it every day as long as I live. Yeah, just try it, fucker. You're not scary. I got a shop vac at home with your name on it. Oh, finally. Hey, why are funerals so expensive? It's because they're fucking worth it. Good riddance. Yeah. You alright? Oh, fuck. I saw it. Yeah. I saw it. We both saw it. Oh my god. You were right about everything. You're brilliant. Wow, I didn't expect you'd kiss me. Oh, no, don't stop. It's only the best thing to happen this entire night. Okay. Kind of dizzy after all that running. I want to do more of that later, though. Hey, yeah, you're right. It's not following us. Do you think the ghost can even leave that floor? Yeah, I'm not sure it can. I think it's stuck up there. Listen. Yeah, I'm good. Mr. Lockwood can go hire himself a fucking exorcist. This shit is way above our pay grade. Oh, God, my camera. Look at my poor baby. Who knows, maybe some parts just need replacing. I won't know until I look inside, but maybe there's a chance I can fix it. I'll tinker with it later. For now, we're getting some plasters for your head. And then you and I are eating some fucking pizza. Holy fucking shit. I called a ghost a talking fart. Oh, I'm gonna piss. I'm gonna fucking piss my pants. Oh god, why couldn't we have gotten that on video? Oh.